Hi, Omega Khaos here again with another online deck profile, and this time I am showing my Crystron deck. So Crystrons are a new archetype that focus on synchro summoning, but they mostly, I guess, focus on Oxel, synchros, and synchro summoning in your opponent's turn. So they are definitely pretty nice. They have some nice potential. But of course, they are not exactly super competitive, but yeah. So I guess let's go to this deck. So first I run one, Crystron Sulfafnir. No idea how to pronounce that name. But when it's in your hand or graveyard, you can discard one Crystron card to spell somebody in defense and to destroy one card you control. And if this card is destroyed by battle card effect, you can spell any Crystron from the deck in defense. So basically what you do is send it to a graveyard with something like Scrap Recycler to discard a Crystron, summon it in defense, and then you destroy itself so you can use that second effect. So that is very essential for this deck. Then two Crystron Rosanix. All these like non-tuner Crystrons have pretty much the same first effect, that you can destroy one face-up card you control, and then for the rest of the turn you can only summon machine type synchro monster from the deck, and then you can spell summon one Crystron tuner from the deck. So definitely very nice. And they also have like banishing effects. So yeah, banish that to get a certain effect. So you can banish this card to spell summon one Crystron token. Of course, the water attribute, machine type, level 1, attack 0 and defense 0. But it cannot be tributed. So, and you can only use one of his effects. Yeah, one of its effects per turn. So you cannot use both of them in the same turn. Then the free Crystron Zeisswern. This pretty much searches for Crystron monsters. Oh, that's really good. Then free Crystron Smyger. This allows to search out your Crystron special traps. Then two Crystron Brushyurtle. This allows to summon Crystrons from the hand. Then the tuners. All your tuners enable you to summon in your opponent's turn. So Crystron Ryan. In your opponent's main phase or battle phase, you can summon one of your banished non-tuner monsters, and effects are negated, and then you can immediately summon a machine type synchro monster using this card and that summon monster as synchro material. But synchro materials are instead shoved to the deck. So definitely very nice. So yeah. But you only need one because you shuffle it to the deck anyway if you use this effect. Then free Crystron C3, probably the best Crystron tuner, because this allows to pretty much synchro summon with your monsters from the graveyard. So instead of using summoning from the banished zone, it summons from the graveyard. But the synchro materials are banished instead. So you can see how like this can kind of recycle itself almost infinitely and just keep summoning out their synchros. So, and two Crystron Kuan, level 1 tuner. This is probably the worst one because it only summons non-tuner from the hand. So yeah, but still pretty good, I would say. Then I run free Scrap Recycler. Because you can pretty much like Armageddon Knight for this deck. If you know what's or summon this, you can send away a machine from the deck to the graveyard. So send something like a Crystron Sulfafnir to the graveyard, so you can start going off with your combos. Then spells, one Crystonic Potential. Pretty much in your end phase, you can throw cards equal to the number of Crystron synchro monsters you've synchro summoned that turn. So pretty good, but kind of slow and not really that necessary. So that's for only round 1. Then 2 Starlight Junction, very nice card for this deck. Of course, if you synchro summon in your opponent's turn, or spell any synchro monster from the next deck, you can target 1 card on the field and shuffle it to the deck. So if you, of course, use your Crystrons tuners effects, you can immediately use this card as well. So disrupt your opponent's plays. Amazing card in this deck. And of course, 3 Terraforming, such our field spells. 1 Foolish Burial. Yeah, of course, send anything into the graveyard, because of course, Crystrons work from the graveyard very well. Then Traps. 2 Crystron Impact. Pretty much to summon the Crystron from the banished zone, and pretty good graveyard effect as well. Then 1 Crystron Entry. You can pretty much summon 2 Crystron tuners, 1 from the hand and a graveyard. So pretty decent, but you don't really want to run it on multiples. It's a little bit situational, I would say. Then 2 Restrict Reborn. Pretty much end the battle phase, and then you can summon a synchro and a tuner from the graveyard. But that effects are negated, so pretty good for some late game plays and stop your opponent. 1 Gravity Collapse, because mostly you are going to have a synchro monster on the field. But of course, it still has a pretty heavy cost, because you have to send the face of synchro monster to the graveyard. But then, if your opponent, of course, summons a monster, you can negate the summon, and then your opponent cannot summon anything during that turn. So that would be really amazing. That's to some Strike, Solar Morning, and Emptiness, Bottom Trap Hole, and 2 Quaking Mirror Force. So yeah, so this deck is definitely more of a control deck rather than like a massive spam deck like Synchrons. Then X deck, you mostly want to have machine type synchro monster in your X deck. So first, because of restrictions on your, of course, Crystron's non-tuners first effects, and also your tuners effects. So first, 1 Dexterous Blade Blaster, because it's a machine type Oxel Synchro. Its effects are not really that great, especially the second effect. Of course, you can't use it at all, because you don't run any Dexterous monster in this deck. But first effect is pretty decent, and it's just a good beater, I guess, if you need something with higher attack. Then 1 Stardust Warrior, of course, really good as well. It's not machine, but it's not hard to summon it in this deck. Of course, this to of course negate inherent summons. Then your Crystron Oxel Synchro, a Crystron Phoenix. If you, of course, it causes a tuner synchro and non-tuner synchro, and if you synchro this card, you can banish all spells and taps your opponent controls and in the graveyard as well. So really good. And if the synchro card is destroyed, you can summon anything from the graveyard. So pretty good. Then 1 Crystron Grander. Oh my god, these names, so difficult to pronounce. Especially it's like your double tuning monster. It requires like 2 or more tuners and 1 non-tuner monster. So if this synchro summoned, you can target most of your opponent controls or in the graveyard and banish them up to a number of synchro materials you used for the synchro summon of this card. And if this synchro summon card is destroyed, you can summon anything from the banished zone. So really good as well, but it's a little bit, I guess, difficult to summon because you need 2 tuners. So yeah, but it's not that hard. And the effect is really amazing, possibly even better than Phoenix effect, because you can banish anything, any card. Then 1 Super Heavy Samurai Ninja Shinobi Yashi, because it's a level 7 machine type synchro. Yeah, pretty much like a 20 high attack beater, of course, but of course it's used defense instead. And it also revives itself if it's destroyed during the next standby phase, so definitely pretty good. then one power Insectron because it's a machine type level 6 Synchro, and same with high speed droid Kendama. Then 2 Crystal Amatrix, one of your go-to Synchro monster in the stack. If it's Synchro summoned, you can change all of your opponents face up as plasma monsters to defense position. So your opponent like tries to attack with a lot of monsters, you can just turn them to defense so they can't attack you that turn. And if this Synchro summon can't be destroyed by anything, you can summon any Crystron from the graveyard, except the Synchro monster. So definitely really good. I love this Judge's Catastore, pretty decent of machine type level 5 Synchro. Same with high speed droid Chambara, Axel Synchron because it's a level 5 Synchro tuner and also machine type. One Crystron Quandax, it's of course Synchro tuner level 4, and also has the same second effect as Amatrix. Then one high speed Puzzle because level 4 machine type Synchro, and finally one Formula Synchron, level 2 machine type Synchro. It's a little bit difficult to summon Formula Synchron because the only way that you can summon it is to use your Crystron token from Rosenix effect, and also of course use Quan as well. So this was my Crystron attack. Definitely very fun deck to play. More of a control based deck, so it can be a little bit slower, but I definitely like this deck quite a lot. Might even pull it in real life, potentially. But first, we need to get the cards from Racing Tempest, like of course Sulfafnir and Ryan. Before that, I don't think the deck is really worth playing. But of course, you can still try it, of course, without both of those cards. So hopefully we get some more support, possibly Maximum Crisis, we'll say. So I hope you enjoyed this online deck profile. For now, a goodbye and Omerkius out.